So here it is, the morning, and suddenly the valley has filled itself with a cloud.
And can you trust that you won't blow away in the wind?
So we're entering in to the town of Peebles, from that lovely camp spot. Quite different feeling to West Linton at the moment, a little bit more like a smaller version maybe of Livingston. Let's see what the town centre's like. Yeah, so this is the town of Peebles. It's a respite for a lot of people. For Michelle and I, it's just a passing through briefly to get some provisions. Oh, we're in the centre of Peebles, just looking to see if there's a co-op or a supermarket of some sort. They generally are in these bigger towns. Let's try over here, Michelle. Okay, so now we're fully in the town, and it's a sizable town, Peebles. There's a few supermarkets. Michelle and I have been told there's a Sainsbury's on this road, so we'll use it to get a little water, a few little small provisions we might need, but we don't need much today. So as usual, I've kind of over shopped again, Michelle. I'm sorry. I just every time I go to a shop, I get the 5 litres of water that we need, 5 kilos, and this time I've doubled up on rolls and doubled up on cheese and doubled up on everything almost, and got extra snacks and a smoothie drink because it was on special. We found a very nice stop here on the riverside at Peebles. This little stone arch bridge over there, the riverside stop. Michelle and I found a lovely bench. Felicity Ann McGregor, 1941-2015. Independence, nothing less. It's what we need. And the kids are coming out to school, so Michelle and I were going to have some rolls. I bought. We're going to eat some of what I bought. Mind you, we'll still be carrying it, but we'll be carrying it in our bellies. And so we leave. Still a little heavy, aren't we, Michelle? We leave. A little heavy with food. The beautiful little town of Peebles. Looks a bit plain when we got in, but it's a very pretty town. We made the mistake of asking a gentleman as we went out of the town whether or not the road went all the way to Melrose, which we kind of knew. We're just passing conversation. Got very long, oh yes, and then go down to the post office, turn left, turn right, when you see a big tree on there, and it went on, and then he started telling us about his brother in Australia. But it was lovely to chat. Had we not just finished our break and were rearing to go, I would have chatted a bit longer. He was lovely, but he did spend a long time explaining this route.
The wire bridge.
That sounds like us. What's that other one though? Tweedside Path, yes, it's part of the trails. Wire Bridge, I guess. We'll be going through Wire Bridge. We're heading to, what's the town we're heading to?
Melrose?
Melrose, sorry. I said it a moment ago and I forgot it already. Probably about 30 k's. We keep meeting people on this path. And they're also lovely, they want to chat. But if we chat to every one of them, we'll never get anywhere today. And today's such a nice day. We're hoping to get some extra miles done. But you know me, I like to chat. And it's hard. We were just in the stile with a couple of ladies and a dog, and they wouldn't let us through the stile. Well, they weren't stopping us, but they were stood in the stile gate talking to us about our walk. And eventually we had to say, look, we have to get by, otherwise we'll never get on. It's funny. So much more friendly since we got down below the West Highland Way. I don't know why. So much more friendly. For a short time onto the road, Michelle, but look. 3 flights of big stairs. Oh, I hate stairs for these packs. Anyway, let's go. Ridiculous. Rubbish. Every bit of walk we do has to have something, doesn't it? Nothing can be just easy and plain. I'm using Maps.me now, but I'm not enjoying it because it doesn't do audio. It doesn't do audio on the walking treks, so we end up in places like this were hard to find. It's a very interesting old tunnel, isn't it?
Very dark.
Very dark. And there are cyclists.
Yeah.
We're coming down. Whoop.
You stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you're all right. You go.
I can't see anything.
No, I can't see a bloody thing.
Better if I take the sunglasses off.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Coming through the left.
Yeah, no worries.
We saw you coming, but...
Cheers.
The fella couldn't even see us. He took his sunglasses off and we were there, but it's pitch black in there.
When you stopped and I just popped into you.
Yeah, I stopped. Michelle just walked into the back of me.
They're lovely walks if you can get onto them.
You can get onto them. I find a little bit when I get up onto those roads, the joy sucks out of me, you know. I don't know. I don't want to do those roads anymore.
So I think we should stay on the Route 11, do you think?
In Alethen.
Yeah.
The Peebles River Walk.
Yeah, that's Peebles via the River Tweed. That's the River Walk. That's where we would have come up.
Overtaking, make yourself heard. It's so frequently we'll be walking along and you might just step over to the side and the bikes are silent. Most of them, they make no noise at all and they're coming so quickly. So, see, for example, there's one. Did you hear that coming? You probably saw it over my shoulder. I had no clue. That's why they put bells on bicycles. And that's why they put lips on faces. So you can at least ring your bell or just say, coming through. Because walkers cannot hear you. Strollers, mothers with their toddlers, babies walking along here, ponies, as it said on the sign, make yourself heard. Now this is an old railway bridge. They put these metal railings up since, but you can see a beautiful old steel railway bridge and the sleepers they've laid to the side. There is no railway using it now. And there's a guy out there fly fishing or fishing. I suspect he's flying, yeah. Yep, he's fly fishing. I do think that's one of the lovelier arts of fishing, fly fishing. It looks pretty. It's quite elegant. Anyway, back to our bridge. This is used to be a railway path, track, should I say. Now it's a walkway. The railway's completely removed, but there are still very few signs of this riveted 1, 2, 3, 4 laminations of steel plates. No wonder it's lasted so well. Nice little housing units like these. This is called the Green in the centre. There's a mixture of sort of old houses and these are actually slightly more modern houses, but there's a right mixture. It's nice. Imagine as a kid having a nice green area here to play on. Sort of mixture of modern. Some of the houses are a bit small. They're probably, I was saying to Michelle, I've seen them before, where they can be sort of 2 garages, 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom and a toilet downstairs. But some of the older houses I think are quite a decent size, and it's a nice peaceful looking housing complex. I like it a lot. Nice track, eh? It's good.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are lucky, man.
So close to like as well.
So you get your medal. Ooh, 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 wobble, wobble. You're going up for gold.
You need to go up for gold.
And the gold place. Oh, gracefully done, Michelle. I said, what is that? And apparently it's for the horses to dismount for this bridge because pedestrians have the right. Michelle, in demonstrating our medal collecting prowess, is probably going to end up breaking her neck. Look at this, Michelle. Oh, this is horrible. That is just full to the brim of dog poos. Oh, collect it, council, why not? I'll give you a bronze medal. I won't even give you a medal. That's full. You can feel a little bit of bouncing underfoot as you go across these sort of bridges. It's always quite kind of cool. There's the cables going up. I think they call it a cable stay bridge. You know, when your mind's full of things, flood out every now and again. People like you will waste a bloody space. So we're walking along on this road that's got lots of signs up saying make yourself heard if you're passing people, and that bike almost clipped my arm as it went past. Didn't hear it at all, but as he went past, he's shaking his head like we're the problem. And so I just shouted to him. I said, oi, make yourself heard. And he put his fingers up again, the Scottish salute, put his fingers up and started shouting. And so I started shouting back at him. I said, you know, it's idiots like you that cause accidents on roads like this. And then he jumped off his bike, parked it on the fence as if to confront me. But that's not going to worry me. So I walked straight up to him and I told him, I gave him a piece of my mind. I told him that it's people like him that end up hurting people on walks like this, that end up in hospital. And he just swore a bit and set off. A bit of name calling all round. But it's people like that that are the problem. Did you hear him, Michelle?
Yeah, no, I didn't hear his bell. He supposedly rang twice. And if people don't move, then shout, I'm coming through.
He had a very loud bell. If he'd rung his bell, he could have rung it close to us even. Because he rang it and said, I've got a bell, I rang it. But you have to make the sign say, make yourself heard. My hearing's perfectly good. Michelle's hearing's perfectly good. We've heard every other cyclist that's passed us. So when he nearly clips your arm, but I wouldn't have said anything to him because several bikes have done the same, but he was shaking his head in disgust. And I thought, no, I'm not having that. Another end-to-end idiot. I was just thinking about that guy again because it's a bit annoying. Because we've walked, I don't know, we've probably walked about 5 or 6 miles along this path. And every cyclist that we've met has rung their bell, apart from that girl right at the beginning. And we've stepped aside and we've exchanged a thank you. Every single cyclist. So we've just come off the railway road, the old railway road, into Inverleenen, I don't know, but it's possibly also called Traqueir. There's a little co-op here, so we can get a few. We don't actually need any shopping, just wanted some snacks for later on to give us some energy. We're going to pop in there. I'm going to film this now so that I can remember. If ever you walk through, what's the name of this town?
Inverleenen.
Inverleenen. If you walk through here, count the sheds. It's like a shed city. Every house has at least 4 sheds. There was one little alleyway. I didn't film it at first. I thought there was a lot of sheds down this alleyway. And then all the houses along this road have got at least 3 sheds each. Actually, there's not so many sheds. But everyone's got a shed, but quite a few of the houses have got 3 and 4 sheds. Very interesting. Down here. Children and puppies. Children and puppies, isn't it?
Sorry?
Kids and puppies, they always attract all the attention. Here's another part of that old railway bridge, look. And
Norma.
Norma and this little fella, little chocolate boost, like the chocolate bar.
He gives me a boost every day.
So we were going to head across the railway bridge, but we've been told this is a new path and it does look nice and easy.
You'd just be stuck in the shade all the way.
Yeah, we're out in the sun, we're alongside the river. It's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, it seems like a good choice. Glad we met you.
It's a good choice.
You might remember this morning I was a bit grumpy, meeting that lovely couple, mum and a daughter, young girl there, beautiful young girl, and she came off a mountain bike. She loved her mountain biking, off-roading, came off a year ago, 5 months in spinal treatment. She's lost the ability to walk, but she's got that little dog boost and a mum, and you know, she's got a whole life ahead of her. She's got to make the most of it, and she is making the most of it, but it'll be a rocky road, you know. It'll be a hard and rocky road occasionally, and live life to the fullest. And even when the worst things happen, you still have to live life to the fullest, because there's always somebody that's got it worse. And that young girl, she's very positive. Found her story very uplifting. Anyway, take care. Michelle and I have got to find somewhere to sleep for the night. And these fields are looking very nice. But I think we've still got an hour or so
Got a little bit left in me.
to walk.
It's your skin. And can you trust that you won't blow away in the wind? And do you tether